Welcome to LaunchPad, where ideas lift off, but only if they're good. From self-driving cars to protein bars, 16 aspiring entrepreneurs are looking to win a spot at the final pitch day. That's where they'll have the opportunities to present their ideas in front of a live audience to attract investments and maybe even win a cash prize. But before all that, they must face our 3 experienced industry experts. Will these budding entrepreneurs impress with their pitch, or will they crumble under pressure? Stepping out onto the LaunchPad is Deborah from Knowledge Makes Sense with her innovative curriculum for teaching children and adults about dollars and cents.
I came to Canada when I was 8 from South Korea and came here with my mom and dad, and my parents opened a convenience store when we got here. That's sort of what Koreans did, Korean immigrants. And my parents' #1 mission really for me and my little brother was that we had to go to university, because my dad went to grade 10 and my mom only went to grade 6, and they knew that education was just so important to be successful. So that was I was brainwashed since I got here. We're working hard so you can go to university, and we're gonna pay for your university education. Just make sure you go to university, get a good, secure, stable job in a corporation where you get the steady income and the paycheck, and then we'll be happy and our job is done. I loved math. For me, it was fun, and people thought I was weird. Math is not fun, but to me it was very fun. Yeah. So all the adults around me, my teachers and my parents, knew that I had very strong math skills, so they were very encouraging me to go into anything, a mathematical field, and I decided that actuarial science was where I wanted to go into. So that was sort of my focus from grade 10. So I went to University of Waterloo and took the co-op actuarial science course. It wasn't easy, it was hard.
I can imagine.
Yes. And then from there, I did the co-op, which was incredible. Even though I was very shy and I liked math and I was kind of geeky, because I worked at the convenience store, I really liked the one-on-one interaction with people.
Right.
So the consulting side seemed appealing to me, so I decided to go into that. So pension plan consulting is what I decided to go into. Thinking back to my childhood, I was very strong with math and being analytical and loved problem solving, but deep inside, I think I had an entrepreneurial spirit. As I got older, and it was a lot of factors that came into play in my life, but first of all, I realized that financial literacy, the lack of it, was really serious in our society. I saw it in my little daughter, I saw it with my dad, with people I worked with, people I tried educating. So it was something that I was aware of. What happened was I was looking for some financial literacy programs for my little daughter, because I realized I wanted someone to teach her. I could have done it, but I was working 9 to 5 downtown. I didn't have the time, so I wanted to send her somewhere, and I couldn't find anything. And I thought, that's odd. So one day, this light bulb came off in my head, and I said, I can do this. Why is no one doing this? I could do this. And I think that's what started it. And then a few months later, this company named Knowledge Makes Sense with CENTS popped in my head, and I thought, that's a really cool name. I think that's a sign that I need to do this. So I think those were like little light bulbs went off in my head and kind of convinced me. We are a financial literacy academy for children. My focus is on kids as young as kindergarten. Mm-hmm. I'm developing programs. I've already developed half of the programs, but we teach children as young as kindergarten and go all the way up to grade 12.
I came into working with Knowledge. Knowledge Makes Sense, I think about a year ago, I think. And I was really interested in this program. I was really interested in the whole curriculum as well. When I met Deborah through contact, and I was like really impressed with the whole concept of, children learning about money.
It's been really fun to see. She's so enthusiastic about it, and she really believes in it. And she'd been reading up on this, financial education for kids for a while, spending a lot of time thinking about it and designing a convoluted system for my daughter to get her weekly allowance with all kinds of allowances into different areas. So that was a lot of fun to see her working on that, and she's talked with me about it, and she was thinking about trying to start a business. And I said, yeah, we can carry the household cash flow strong enough. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to look back in 10 years or 15 years and say, I wish I'd given that a try. So I said, for sure, give it a try.
Next few years, well, I'm local in York region. I do want to expand to Greater Toronto, all across Ontario. I do want to expand nationally with my courses. The other thing I also want to do is I want to integrate technology more. So maybe put some of my courses online, create some apps that will help children. Even in my classroom, I would love to have some kind of banking app that they can actually play with in the classroom. So I've got a lot of ideas about that. And also I'm planning on writing children's books about money, a series where Walter's the main character. And we'll start for very young concepts, basic concepts for young children, and then work it up. I am also just started writing a book for parents on how to teach kids about money at home. So that's in the works. So a lot of things going on. My long-term vision is that I do want to franchise. I do want to be global. I do want to expand into the US, Australia, UK, and be global and franchise the business. So that's my long-term goal.
Is it possible to make math fun? Can saving money be really taught? Deborah's Knowledge Makes Sense promises to educate even the youngest kindergartner about money. Can our industry experts make sense of Deborah's claims?
Obviously, you have a real passion and drive based on your own personal experience. So, also very admirable. So you've really leveraged your professional acumen as an actuary into this business opportunity. You talked a little bit about where you are in terms of some of the strategic partnerships and being in market, if you will. You also talked about one of your needs being sort of technology development and apps. What's your vision for those types of activities?
So actually, when I first launched, I had a group of Waterloo's computer science students. I put a group together and I said, I have a parent course that's about allowances. And I would love it if you could help me build an app. And they want, for their experience, they offered to do it for free. I want to put it into an app. I really believe in this system. It's worked, and it would be really helpful if the parents can monitor the allowance on the app, and then the children could save towards something on the app, and they could see their progress. So I would love to create apps like that helps families, make it easy, make it fun. My whole mission is really fun, make learning about money fun.
You have a vision. Now the important thing is how do you get to that vision, right? You were able to create an extra after-school program. Making this program more fun for the kids is good. I think now your next opportunity is how do you scale that up,
exactly.
Right? Can you scale it? So maybe an online program, can you create a curriculum that you can license it? Maybe it's like a Spirit of Math, like franchise that.
Yeah.
So I think you got all the necessary steps. I think it's a matter of now executing those plans and keeping your mission in place.
No, money doesn't grow on trees, and it certainly doesn't magically appear in Mummy's purse. Deborah's instinct to create an inventive and enjoyable system to help teach her young child could possibly be the way in which children and adults alike learn the basics of money. Coming up, we meet another exciting new venture.